Before I get into my questions, Senator, did you have a comment that you wanted to follow up on there?
Yes, thank you very much, Congressman. I appreciate that. I wanted to respond very briefly to a couple of these religious liberty points just to make sure there's no ambiguity. Making sure that there is a religious exemption here would not, in my opinion, cause either of the two problems that have been suggested. Number one, it would not lead to a risk of racial discrimination on the basis of a purported religious belief. There is precedent from the Supreme Court in the 1983 decision of Bob Jones University versus United States, in which the Supreme Court of the United States upheld federal tax law revoking the tax-exempt status of Bob Jones University, which claimed the right to discriminate in its admission decisions on the basis of race, predicating that practice on religious belief. That was soundly, roundly rejected by the Supreme Court in an 8-to-1 decision in 1983. This is, in fact, a compelling state interest that the federal government has, and it does thwart any kind of religious belief there with regard to a desire to racially discriminate. Secondly, I want to respond to any suggestion that may have been made that granting a religious exemption to the abortifacient and contraceptive mandate would somehow amount to a violation of the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment. This kind of assertion was soundly and roundly rejected by the Supreme Court of the United States in the 1987 decision of Corporation of the Presiding Bishop versus Amos. Congress is free, the federal government is free to grant religious exemptions, and doing so does not amount to an Establishment Clause violation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Senator.